Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another example for COBOL where we will learn how to use nested if condition. In our previous session, we discussed how to use if condition, if else condition. In the same process, there might be some need in your project where you are supposed to use the nested if condition. Now, those who don't know about nested condition, because I'm assuming that you have not covered any of the programming languages and you are not aware of it, so no problem. We will learn this topic from scratch. We will understand what is nested condition and how we can utilize it. But prior to that, if you have not covered the if and if else statement related session, then I request you to please go and check out the previous sessions, because these all sessions in a playlist are in a proper sequence. So if you cover those sessions, then it would be much easier for you to understand the further things. Okay, so please go and check out the session. And what now we are just focusing on the nested if condition. All right. So to explain this nested if condition, I have created one program. So I'll quickly walk you through this program. So let me take option 2 here. So as we always do for COBOL program, what I have declared here, I have declared the identification division. Now what is identification division? It is a division which provides us the identity related to the program. Okay. For example, here you can see on line number 2, program ID is mentioned. Here program ID is denoting the test PGM. Test PGM is the program ID which is indicating the program name. So we always keep it as a program name, same as a program name. Then we have author. Author is indicating the author name. For example, here the author is Tech Sharmit. So the author name is denoted as Tech Sharmit. Clear? So this block or this division is known as identification division, because from here we are getting the information related to program identity. Clear? Now we will move to the fifth line. From fifth to seventh line, we have added this comment line just to show you the topic of this session, which is conditional statement nested if. Okay, so wherever it is required in your program to put the comment, please put the comment, because this is a proper coding standard. If you are writing the code, always try to keep some lines of comments there. So it's a good practice. Okay, fine. After that, we have initiated the data division. Now, again, if you are not aware what is data division, what is working storage section, then I request you to please go and check out previous session where we have already discussed these things in proper detail, right? And for time being, we are just focusing on the nested if part. That's why I'm not going to discuss it again and again. What is data division and what is working storage section? For now, you can just assume that yes, this is a place where we declare the variables. Now, for a nested if condition, I have declared two variables, because for this demo we need at least two variable. Okay, so you can see here the first variable is candidate age. The first variable is candidate age, and every time, like, we know that variable is divided into 5 parts. So here you can see 01 is the level number, data name is candidate age. That means whenever we want to access this variable in a program, we will use this name, candidate age. Then we have picture clause, which is indicating that it is a numeric value. 9 is representing numeric, which can hold up to maximum 3 digits. Okay. Then we have value clause, optional clause, but yes, in this example we need to assign some value, so I have just assigned the value as 10. Okay, or let's say yeah, for now let's keep it as a 10. Okay, then we have next variable. Next variable, same thing, we will divide it into 5 parts. First is the level number, then we have data name as a country, so this variable can be accessed through the name country. Then we have picture clause, which is alphabetic. Remember this thing, this is alphabetic, not alphanumeric. For alphanumeric we have X. So in data type sessions we have covered this, right? So this is a alphabetic variable where we can store only characters. It can hold up to 5 length. And then we have value clause, and inside value clause we have initialized the value as India. Clear? Fine. Post that, we have initiated the procedure division. Now in procedure division we can write the main logic. So let's start with line number 16. On line number 16 we have if block. So if candidate age is greater than 18, So this is the first condition we are checking here. If candidate is greater than 18, then it will go inside the logic which is written between the if and else. Clear? So for example, let me change this value to explain you this part. Let's make it as 19. So yes, we have 19 which is greater than 18 for sure, right? So once this condition is true, it will go inside this block which resides in between if and else, and then again we have another condition. Previously we were using only one condition, but now we have two condition, like there is one if condition and inside that if condition there is again if condition. This is called nested condition because we are using if, then inside if there is another if, or maybe you can include another if in this part also. So this is called nested if or nested conditional statement. So here we are checking for country. If country is India, then we are displaying the message, yes, you are eligible for voting in India. But in case if country is other than India, else means other than India, then in that case it will go and print the message, you are non-eligible for voting in India. So in short, you can say here we are verifying two things. Firstly, we are checking for the candidate age. If candidate age is greater than 18, then in that case we are simply checking for the next condition, which is country. And if country is also matched with India, then in that case only we are printing the message as you are eligible for voting in India. But in case if it is not India, then we will print the second message, which is you are not you are non-eligible for voting in India. Clear? So this is called nested structure because we are using ifs inside a if. So let's say if in any of the interview someone asks you what is nested condition, so you can simply say that whenever we are using if inside a if or condition inside a condition, then that thing is known as nested conditions. Okay, fine. After that, now now assume that the value is 10. Okay, the candidate age is 10, so in that case it will simply go to else block. If you want to check other conditions on in else block, yes, you can include here also, but for now I just kept it as simple, like if age is not 18, then we can simply print non-eligible for voting. But for example, let's say I want to include nested structure here also. So what I can do, let's say I want to check if age, once it is I know once it is is not greater than 18, it is lesser than 18, then it will go inside this, okay, else block. Now in this else block I will check if age is 17, if equal 17, then we can print one message that you will be eligible for voting from next year. So this is a way to include the structure. Clear? So that thing we can include, but I think now it is clear like how you can include one more condition here in else. So this is how we can build the our nested statements. Clear? And then outside this if block we can simply print the message, thanks for using the voting verification, and we are stopping the program now. So these are the all steps that we can perform while including the nested condition. And remember one thing, in this if again you can declare another if, then again another if, and likewise as per your requirement you can include nested loops. Nested not loops, the nested is statements. Okay, conditional statement. Okay, fine. So let's verify the program. So here you can see we have initialized the value as 19, so it will go for candidate age, and country is also India, so this message should be printed, you are eligible for voting in India. Let's verify. I'm compiling it and calling it. So it is printing the you are eligible for voting in India, and thanks for what using voting verification. All right, now let's make it change. One thing I want to show, like this is case sensitive. If I make it is capital India, in that case it will go in else condition. Why? Because we are checking for exact India, INDIA, in a small case. Okay, so let me show you. In this case it will print the message you are non-eligible for voting in India. So remember one thing, that whenever you are checking any condition, check with exact case. So you can see you are this time it is printing you are non-eligible for voting in India. Okay, so I'll maybe in next session I'll tell you how we can check two conditions together, so that would be helpful for us. But for now we are pretty much clear that yes, if there is anything written other than this India in the same case, then it will print the message you are not eligible for voting. Okay, all right, so let me make it again this,
And now I'll quickly show you another example, like if I make it 10, which is lesser than 18, then in that case it will go and print the message not eligible for voting. Let's verify that. Yes, it is printing the non-eligible for voting. Thanks for using the voting verification. Okay, so yeah, these are the all steps that we can perform in order to implement the nested if condition. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.